Hello, we're going to start doing episode 4 of Mario vs. Donkey Kong on Switch. So, episode 4 is Merrymini-land, which is the first out of 2 worlds that were added to the remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong and therefore are new and weren't in the original. So, what we're gonna do is oh, right, I can't immediately get it. And the main gimmick of the main gimmick of it is that you can get the main gimmick of this world is teleporting boxes, boxes that will teleport you around, and B, using coloured switches to control gusts of wind. Anyway, I'm recording this episode near 3 o'clock, so I have played Chibi Robo because it released today. Personally, it's a good game. Personally, I think it's a good game. It's not like the best game ever, but like it is a good game. So basically how Chibi Robo is done is the game starts in the house of a family called the Sandersons, and it's their daughter Jenny's birthday. So Chibi Robo gets activated, and then he has to go around cleaning up the house. And if he becomes like the best, then he will actually become Chibi Robo. No, Super Chibi Robo. But you basically go around cleaning up the house, stuff like that, and you can access like different areas and do different things because you can access the house at day and night. So you go around at day and night, and during the day you get to interact with the family, while at night all sorts of toys start wandering around the house. So if you've ever watched Toy Story, at night it's a bit like that, because the toys because the other characters mainly start wandering around when humans aren't present.
Woohoo! Yahoo!
because it is pretty cool what will happen and stuff, because like it is quite cool in my opinion. Like, it isn't a bad GameCube game per se, but like you definitely would not expect some of the things that happen to happen. Like, you wouldn't expect toys to be wandering around and stuff. Like, you've got this action figure of this really cool... Oh, drat! But you have this action figure of this really cool character that one of the other toys loves. And if you... Oh, come on! If you mimic that character's pose with using the Z button, then you'll gain access to the kitchen. Because if you try and go into the foyer, basically this ranger army gang, they're basically like kind of like the army, will go, we need to defend the place, and start shooting at you, kind of forcing you to leave. And you cannot go there until you go and until you get, I looked it up, until you get a mug of some sort, which acts as a defense. And then what I've also started reading on my Kindle. I've also started reading Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Alice Through a Looking Glass. Basically, most people have probably heard of the famous book Alice in Wonderland. Well, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Oh. Right then. Most people have probably heard of Alice in Wonderland. Of course, although it's from the 1800s, the original book, the original book has been made into numerous amounts of films, being very famous even to this day. And most people probably know of Alice in Wonderland, and so, but I've probably not read the original book, although Alice Through a Looking Glass is the lesser known sequel to the original book. I've got a cannon that shoots out bombs, right? Yep, here we go. Anyway, I first got into Pokemon, well, not got into, but when I first properly started going through it, it was with the 1951 Disney film. If you ever watched a Disney film, you'll know what I mean. Anyway, I can't wait to see what else they bring out for GameCube, Switch Online. Because, some of them, it'll be fun when they bring out, really big hits, oh, drat. But anyway, it'll be fun when they bring out, really big hits. For example, they said about Super Mario Sunshine or Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gate of Darkness. But one of the really cool things that they'll probably bring out is, the smash hit GameCube games like Mario Kart Double Dash and all sorts of stuff like that. That'll be really cool when they, drat! But it'll be really cool when they bring those out and stuff. But it's interesting that they added 2 new mods to this game. I mean, I get why they did it. If it's a remake, they have to give it some new content at least. Else it's unless you don't have the game, as in the original Game Boy Advance game, what's the point of buying it if it's not got any new content? If you get what I mean, it's that kind of thing of, if it's done with everything new, what's the point? But, Chibi Robo's partially is going good so far. I'll probably play more of it maybe tonight. Pardon me. But I probably won't play through it for a good while. If I play through it on his channel, it's not going to be for a good while because, well, of the fact that, see what I mean by magic boxes? See, one up, good, pretty good actually. See what I mean by, drat. Anyway, see what I mean by magic box to teleport you around. But anyway, what happened was, and this was the only thing I don't like about Chibi Robo is that at the start there is so much dialogue. I'm not even joking. There's an insane amount of dialogue. And I'm not going to be just clicking through it. But it'll be annoying. But it'll be cool playing. If I do play Chibi Robo for his channel, it'll be cool. But anyway, Chibi Robo will it's one of the games where although you do cleaning and stuff, it's quite fun because if you've ever played, maybe excluding Hey Pikmin, because Hey Pikmin does not have the same kind of impact as Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4 do. But if you've ever played Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3 or Pikmin 4, it's like the Pikmin games, where it's like you are very small. You're playing as a character that's very small, and you're exploring a giant place. In particular, the giant place in question this time is someone's house, a family's house actually, not someone's. But anyway, like, it's really cool because it did remind me of Pikmin. Like, in Pikmin, you're exploring Planet 404, basically it's a giant planet, as a very small alien, which is quite cool. Jump. Oh. That'd be fun. Okay, the only thing that really gets me is like a one-up really. Anyway, like, one really cool thing that happens is, like, it's interesting because, like, if you have ever played Pikmin, if you've ever played the Pikmin series, you know why I thought it was like why Chibi Robo was like Pikmin, but if you haven't, you should probably give one of them a shot, because they are quite good games in my opinion. Because like, they're really good games. And I'm not even oh, seriously. Very like Pikmin is a really good game series in my opinion. Anyway, like, it was a really cool game, because like, it's interesting when Nintendo re-release like old games on to newer hardware. You see, like, I think for a bit people thought Nintendo weren't gonna go the route of doing a GameCube Nintendo Switch Online. I think people like, I think people thought when they went through it, I think most people like thought that we weren't gonna get a GameCube Switch Online, because I remember I usually look at like Sunburn Nation. He's another YouTuber, and I usually look at him for like news on things, and like, he did a video of we won't be getting a well, like, just the title kind of shows the fact of eBay kind of goes with this fact of we will not be getting a GameCube Switch Online. Instead, we will be getting a I know, that's starting to get annoying. Anyway, he went with this factor of him going, we won't be getting a GameCube Switch Online. Instead, we will be getting a kind of along the routes of we won't be getting GameCube Switch Online. Instead, we will just be getting ports of GameCube games. And like that, I get why you thought that, because like, that was kind of how it seemed. I mean, I don't know when we got it, but like, I don't know when it was released, but at some point, there was a HD version of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker released for Nintendo Wii U. And then of course, we had multiple GameCube games being released on Nintendo Switch. Because we had Paper Mario Thousand Year Door released at some point. I remember in June of 2023, in the run up to Pikmin 4, we had the original Pikmin and Pikmin 2 re-released for GameCube for Nintendo Switch. So I get why it kind of seemed that we were more likely to get a Nintendo Switch Nintendo Switch ports of GameCube games. There. Boom. Yes. Okay. Anyway, like, now we've got a GameCube Nintendo Switch. Now we've got GameCube Nintendo Classics, that'll be like really cool in my opinion. Because it also allows like for some of the rarer Nintendo GameCube games to come. Which saves you a whole deal of cash if you wanted to buy these games. Like, I remember I was looking on like CEX of games that I could get. Like, specifically, I think one time I wanted Mario Party 7, which is a really cool GameCube game in my opinion. Anyway, like, I looked at the price on CEX and it was a second-hand copy of that. And this was like second-hand copy of the game, right? And it was 100, it said we sell for cash, and it was £100 just for a second-hand copy of Mario Party 7. Mario Party 7 must have been really rare or something to cost £100. Like, it was, in my opinion, it was ridiculous. Like, I'm not even joking. So, because GameCube has been added to Nintendo Classics, that makes things personally a whole lot easier. because it makes things a whole lot easier to get hold of like really good GameCube games like Double Dash and stuff. Because these are games that are probably like some of the rarer GameCube games. It'd be really good to have them on Nintendo Switch Online. Simply because like it just makes things so much easier. Because the reason why it makes things so much easier to get like certain games is because like some really expensive and rare GameCube games, it like means you can like you still have to pay for expansion pack. Nintendo Switch Online puts expansion pack, and you'd need a Switch 2 to play them because you can't get GameCube on Switch 1. Okay, we've got a one up level, but like because you can't wrong level, because you can't get GameCube on Switch 1. And I guess the reason why Nintendo decided to make GameCube Nintendo Classics an exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2 is mainly because to get people to buy I've just clicked on same level. But I think it was mainly to get people to buy Nintendo Switch 2s. Mainly those that really loved GameCube games. Because as I've mentioned in earlier videos, I do own a small selection of GameCube games. Like I don't own lots of GameCube games, but I own a few. I own some GameCube games, not a lot. Anyway, like, oh god, I didn't realize time. Because I have to go out at 1:45. Oh, whoops. I meant to get the other two 1-ups, and it actually went near that, so it unlocked, and now it won't come back for a good while. Anyway, the mini Mario level of this world. Because I like how they did the two boss fights for this world. Because you know how we've got these winds blowing. The boss fight for this world does actually use the winds that are blowing. And because it uses the winds that are blowing, makes it quite good in my opinion. But because it's being very unique by using those winds. There we go, all 6. I'm going to pick it up now, because the boss fights for the two new worlds, Merrymini-land, which is this world, and the ice world, which is the 6th world, and that one in the original Mario Donkey Kong, are very unique, because the ice world is really, really tough. The boss fight is really, really tough. You have to use a lot of handstands to block incoming attacks, but this fight it also uses like spiked barrels. See, it uses the wind currents, and like he also kind of uses. Oh, boy. Yes! Got him just before he got it. It also is kind of like... Oops! It's also... I'm gonna try for 100% the boss fight. As I said, if I don't get everything, like, first try, like, I will do a 100% episode. Okay. Heading, a bang. Don't drat you. Got it. Okay. Got him. Good, he chucked a barrel on me. He was a bit slow. And 4, beat. There we go. The world's been beaten. And that should basically be it for this world, and it'll be on to World 5 in the next episode though, which I think is the Haunted House world, which was, I think, World 4 in the original game. Congratulations, Merrymini-land cleared. Spooky house. That's World 5 in this game. But in the original game it would have been World 4. And I think, World 7 would have been, I think World 7 in this game, which is World 5 in the original game, was like a mystic forest. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. Bye.